Double screen is in effect. So excited. I have, one half of the boys is in the room right now. Hayes Davenport, everyone give it up for Hayes. And Sean Clements is dealing with some issues.
What's up, everybody? Excited to be here on Double Screen. This show, to me, is the first, like, there's so much NBA coverage out there.
Yeah.
This show, to me, I watch is the first one that's, like, for the players.
Exactly.
For the NBA players. It's
right.
not just for, like, anyone. Like, most people watching, like, won't get it.
Right. No, it's a bit too esoteric. I mean,
Yes.
like, a lot of people I know don't even know that double screen is a reference to a play
exactly
that you do when you are playing
but the
basketball.
players know that.
Oh, they know it.
The problem with me conceptually for the show right now is the players are playing in the game at the time you are doing the show.
A lot of them are, and on certain nights a majority are, but I figure that if it's your night off, you're in the NBA.
So it's for the players that are
not currently.
It's their night off. They're looking to have a good time.
Yeah. And it's early enough. It's like before you go out clubbing and stuff. I
Right.
think it's just like a good way to start your evening
Yes.
as an NBA player. That's what I've been told, at least from my sources. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. You put me on your Instagram live earlier.
Yeah.
I was eating pizza like a corn on the cob.
Yeah. That's your move?
I don't really want it out there. That's
Okay.
my move, so I don't know if you
We don't even have-
do you save those to like not the grid?
Well, I save them on my Dropbox just so I have for blackmail reasons. So very exciting. This is the most famous rivalry in basketball, arguably in American sports.
Yes.
Are you a Celtics fan?
I am a Celtics fan. I grew up in Massachusetts. My favorite player growing up was Antoine Walker. I was talking about on our NBA show recently, which is not for explicitly not
like
for players.
The plebes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Really like to disinvest, actively try and not be as excited as I am.
For the Celtics?
For this team, for this year.
Yeah.
We are in a little drought now. I mean, it's not,
well,
I'm
it's
talking to you.
Sustained success, but you haven't reached the mountaintop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They've been so good for so long, which means a lot of disappointment.
Of course, this is all for the NBA players watching. They're nodding. They understand.
Yes.
Spectrum Sportsnet Live. Jackson Hayes' father played for the Kansas City Chiefs and is now the coach, or at least was recently the coach of the XFL team in St. Louis.
I can't really. I mean, he's one of many people out there who are just part of the last name Hayes army. And as someone who was trying desperately to hold it down in the first name Hayes army.
Yeah,
it's not really much of an army. In this 2012, I was here for a meeting with somebody who is no longer working there, probably because he took a meeting with me.
Yeah. To that person.
On my way out, someone is like, "Oh, Whit Stillman's manager saw that you were here," and he had read something of yours, which at the time I think I'd written maybe 12 pages of a 30 rocks back.
Okay, so they're like that.
But I had sent it around to be
like,
check this out. Saw your name, is a fan of your stuff, wants to have a meeting with you. And so I go in there, chat back and forth. I had liked Metropolitan, I liked Whit Stillman movies. I talk about how much I like those movies. The person says again, they really like my stuff. I am confused. I don't really have stuff.
You're like, I'm rolling with this.
This is awesome. Maybe 5 minutes in, it becomes clear that they have mistaken me for Hayes Hargrove.
Okay, sure.
Who is a comedian, was married to Kristen Wiig for a time. Whit Stillman's manager graciously was like, "But let's have the meeting. Let's hear more about you."
Sure.
And I should have just been like, "No, that's totally fine." But I was like, I'm gonna convert this. I am gonna turn this into something.
Wait, and was there any part of your brain too that was like, my validation might lapse? This meeting might actually cost me $24. I need to.
I was like, but the money I'm gonna make off of whatever I'm doing for he writes his own movies, I think, so I don't know exactly what.
But if he needs like 12 pages,
yeah.
Okay.
Yikes.
There he is. Oh, I love this. We missed your special in Minneapolis. Okay, and I just did that for free. Unbelievable.
Perfect. Yeah. I tell you, Hayes, you probably saw this. I was behind a special vanity plate today.
Yeah,
Did you see it? You want to see
I
this?
would love to see it.
You're gonna want it.
This is big. We have two big pieces of Lakers news.
Yeah, this is
what this show's
this
all
is
about.
On this show.
massive.
Actually, 3.
So Mr.
I was
81
behind
points.
Mr. 81 points.
You were Kobe Bryant.
I was
so
behind Kobe
it's the
Bryant
He
in
lives.
his
and what's
Honda
he pushing around town?
CRV
Honda CRV.
Uh-huh.
with all-wheel drive as well.
I went to the Lakers Blazers game last week. Sat next to Ari Emanuel's wife. And yeah, they posted a photo of Rui Hachimura after the win. And if we can go to slide 2, look who's right there, looking at Rui's backside.
Yes, it's your boy.
It's your boy.
And that feels pretty good for me.
Are you concerned? Is that Ari Emanuel's wife? Like in the picture next to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you concerned at all that it looks like you in this picture? It looks like the two of you are stepping out.
Yeah.
Well, also she kept handing me red vines the whole game. So like, for the paparazzi, they were like, "Who's this guy?
Okay, that's
Why
a
is
smoking
she-"
gun.
Yeah. If you could have a life tattoo on your leg, what would the 4 performances be? With the last letter being an animated character.
Yeah. All of mine would be from the menu. It would be all the all the chefs and diners from the menu.
Animated.
But
on
then
your
the
table.
animated, I guess it would need to be Remy
Yeah.
from
Right,
Ratatouille.
People think his
just
name is Ratatouille.
Yeah.
No,
it would need
that's
to be
not-
Remy
his name
from
is Remy.
Ratatouille,
That's
just
just
to
his
kind of.
special.
I would do Denzel, not in Denzel in Unstoppable. Then T.J. Miller and Yogi Bear, and I mean he's
I
voiced
guess I
so
don't have
many characters.
TJ
like-
in there. I would do TJ from the press tour for the Emoji Movie. Would probably be a big part of the tattoo for me.
Yeah.
We brought up the movie Unstoppable, me sharing sort of a secondhand funny story that someone told me about Unstoppable, which is a famous person as well. At the time, I believe that movie came out, I was working on Workaholics with Adam Devine.
Cool. Yeah.
And his dad, I think for some portion of his life, worked on trains, was like a train conductor.
Wow.
And he went to see the movie Unstoppable with his dad. And his dad was in the theater going like, bullshit.
We have a Denzel basketball story.
Oh, yes, we do.
Sean and I got to sit courtside at a Laker game once.
Lakers Warriors.
Yep.
Wow.
This close to Festus Ezeli.
We had have a friend who is good friends with Adam Levine, and so we got to sit in
Wow,
his
you guys know both the Adam
seats.
Vines.
Yeah.
Yes. For some reason decided we weren't satisfied with the experience we were having.
Yeah, we were on the corner, but there were 2 seats slightly more centered next to us that were open.
Yeah.
And so at
And
some
it's
point,
like it was like halfway through the third quarter. It was no one was sitting in those seats. So we just I think we'd gotten up and we're like, when we sit back down, let's just pretend we don't know what seats we're in and sit in the
Move over,
in the
yeah.
closer ones. We sit down. We were not there very long at all.
I mean, less than a minute.
Less than a minute. It was really, really fast. Someone came up and was like, "Hey, sorry, those seats aren't yours. Can you move back to your seats, please?"
And we're like, oh, sorry, we didn't think anyone was
So
here.
you did
Yes.
your like oh I,
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
yeah.
Like this wasn't the most unique sporting event
We all
experience
the
we've
time
ever-
are sitting in courtside seats.
Sure.
We
So
lose track of which courtside seats are ours.
Of course.
Never happened before. It never happened again.
And the guy was kind of had this air of I know it's weird and sorry for coming up so quickly, but these are Denzel seats, and sometimes he will be watching the game, and if people are in his seats
Who he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Like if he sees people in his seats
mad.
He'll,
on
call
TV
someone.
who he doesn't know, he'll call the Staples Center and be like, pay a lot of money for those seats.
That's
They're
so
not, they're not
right.
just for
I mean,
anybody.
I kind
That's
of
fine.
get that,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's
had to direct Denzel in something. I don't know if it was a commercial or something, but like a promo thing. But it was like
John
it wasn't
Q?
like it wasn't John Q
Okay.
to my knowledge, but that Denzel came out. This is the man who kicked me out of his seats, and he did performance of whatever the thing was, and the director was like, "Oh, thank you so much. That was amazing. Like, I guess we're gonna do one more, and maybe we could try just this, whatever, this line maybe a little happier or something."
Right.
And that Denzel Washington looked at him. I won't have the exact number right, but he went 64. And the guy said, "What?" And he said 64, and he walked away. And then his assistant came over to the director and went, "Mr. Washington has starred in 64 feature films."
Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start doing that. 13. Walk out. Joe was in 13 episodes of Modern Family.
Mr.
Mandy. Yeah. He was in 13 C stories. So a cameo I bought from disgraced former NBA referee Tim Donaghy. I told him we were doing a watch party, and I asked him who he thinks we should bet on tonight.
Oh.
So this is a real cameo.
Former NBA basketball referee Tim Donaghy here. I hear we're getting together for a big viewing party of the Lakers and the Celtics. I hope whoever's fans of either of these teams had a chance to watch Winning Time. Great series, and a lot of true events happened in that. So anyway, I think the Lakers, especially LeBron James and Davis, are overrated. I think the coach is in over his head. I think they're definitely struggling this year. I think going into Boston, they get the doors blown off them, and it's obvious because the spread's a little bit higher than what I thought it should be. So a lot of other people are thinking this is going to be a blowout. So,
wow, that was really nice. I thought he might say something like, "Hey, I don't really want to talk about betting on sports."
Yes, okay.
I had a nickname I tried to get going at some point, but now I don't even remember what it was. I'm such a loser.
So this is what I was confused about. Anthony Davis had his own flavor of Ruffles. I
discontinued. Huh?
Discontinued.
You
Well,
don't
no.
see it
Let's go to the next. This is the current website for Ruffles.
What flavor?
His was
Davis's?
lime and jalapeno.
Okay.
Right, the Anthony Davis flavor. When
That
you think
sounds
of
good.
So then you go to their website, Flamin' cheddar and sour cream. That's LeBron.
Yeah.
Flamin' hot barbecue. That's Jason Taters. And then just plain lime and jalapeno. The erasure. The erasure.
Oh no.
So my question for you guys, speaking of basketball foods, is if you could embody any combination of flavors for your own bag of Ruffles, what two flavors would be that combination? I'll start.
Yeah.
Lao Gan Ma, spicy chili, and scallion.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
This is a little tough for me because the cheddar and sour cream Ruffles are my favorite.
Those are
chip,
very
maybe
good,
my
yeah.
favorite food since I was in 6th grade. Yes.
Edging.
But I'll say dark chocolate and Earl Grey.
Wow. Okay.
That combination on a Ruffle.
Oh,
can you
that's
imagine?
sweet and salty like that?
Raw onion and sadness.
But you can't say that.
You can't say that. You're not
But
going to
that's
sell
what-
any of those.
But that is what you're.
Salt and desperation.
But that is what you're.
Sea salt.
real flavor
Yeah.
would be.
I would say probably cheese and vinegar.
Okay. Yeah. Just any cheese. Just,
It's weird that
on.
they have combined each of those with other things.
Yeah.
Just any cheese.
Yeah, I don't want to get
Sour cream and
I don't want to be
vinegar.
too prescriptive in terms of the type of cheese. Ooh, I'm a backup center. Oh yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Been some funny stuff of Darvin Ham being bad at coaching. Some pretty funny clips.
Oh no. You know, it's a tough job.
It is a tough
and
job.
I think we need to give them some slack.
This is how Darvin Ham coaches, sort of just glitched out, like his controller was unplugged. Oh, and then this is fun. This is LeBron James reacting to Darvin Ham drawing up a play. It's just fun to watch James's face. Pretty animated.
It's
I don't know about that one. Well, you saw what Snoop Dogg thought, right?
That was a statement.
You got to move the furniture around.
If Jenny Buss called you right now and say, Snoop, give me your honest opinion of the Lakers right now. I don't want you to cut back, don't hold nothing back.
Don't cut
Give me
back.
your honest opinion of what I need to do.
Jeannie, this is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. We're gonna have to move some furniture. We're gonna have to move some furniture real fast. Some big pieces of furniture. If you know what I mean. We need to move some furniture around.
LeBron, after a rough loss to, who was it? The Rockets? He tweeted just a single emoji, an hourglass.
Time.
But if you look at the emoji closely,
time's
time is running out. Well, let's look at what other players were tweeting at that moment in time. Draymond Green, a boxing glove.
He tweeted a boxing glove.
Yeah, because he's a violent
to
person.
hit people.
Doing
Okay,
punches.
and then this is another funny one. This is Ja Morant. You're not gonna believe what this guy tweeted.
No,
Tweeted
Ja, please don't
the
tweet
squirt
that.
gun.
It is the ray gun.
And the next one is Josh Giddey, who's had some issues with
okay.
Andy.
Oh,
And I'm like, what do you
Not
mean
a
by
sweet lolly.
Yeah, sweet lolly. And then the last one is Zion Williamson.
Oh no.
Also Candy.
Lolly.
But like, I think it's just because he's like fat.
lolly.
Wow, I
Yeah.
can't believe he
So I don't
tweeted
think
that.
his has anything to do with like trying to trick
Joe, I
young.
just
None of them
forgave
should've
you for body shaming Andre Drummond. Do we have to?
None of them should have tweeted.
Actually,
those
while we
things.
have time,
Don't
can we
tweet
go
that.
to slide 20? This really actually took up so much of my actual brain power this week. This is a choose a side, red pill, blue pill.
Okay.
The red pill is Adam Sandler, and then the blue pill is Jim Carrey.
Well, is it these 5 movies on each side? I think it has
so.
to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was another consideration because I
a
would have
side.
maybe not have chosen Little Nicky. I'm sorry about your Celtics. This happens sometimes. This is why it's a
All
rivalry.
good.
And Jackson Hayes is getting the post-game interviews. This really was just an unbelievable night. And we'll be back soon.
Bye.
Bye.